for those who love politics, especially Kenyan politics, the 2027 race has already kicked off. It's funny, we are 2 years away from the elections, but we're already in the election mood. So we have a number of presidential candidates who have declared their interest in running the country. It's let's see, and they range from all sorts of life. There are people, of course, the incumbent is coming in, and in this video, I want us to go through those who have already declared their candidature and what they think, what I think they bring to the table. So from Kenyans are being offered crowded fields of would-be presidents. We're being told this one will be president, but there are those who have already declared. And I want us to go through that list. I've prepared a list I've gone through research and found that list. And I want us to look at that list and discuss the candidature of each of the presidential candidates. So we are running through it. We are running through the information. It's credible information based on my own research and what these candidates have put out. And it's good for us to look at these candidates as early as now so that we can easily get a good leader from all of them, because from this list then we will find one of them will be the president. The problem is we don't know who will be the president. So I want you to stick around till the end as we discuss each individual slowly by slowly until we find we discuss, and we'll be discussing this from today onwards about our country and our future as a country, who are best suited to lead the country to the future. So welcome to the Hopkins Experience. I would like to urge you to subscribe to this channel. It's a growing channel, and for those who have subscribed, I'm really thankful for you. We will be doing very honest analysis of Kenyan politics and issues that actually matter to us. So we want to go directly into the list of candidates, presidential candidates for 2027. The first candidate that we all know, that we know he will be on the ballot, is the incumbent President William Ruto.
Uchaguzi inakuja 2027 na Wakenya wataamua mambo ya uchaguzi 2027. Kwa sasa tushirikiane, kila mtu afanye kazi mahali ameajiriwa. 2027 kutakuwa na mtihani. Wale watapita mtihani wataendelea, wale wataanguka mtihani wataenda kulima, na dunia itasonga mbele.
He's the sitting president, and he has been in politics for quite some time. President Ruto, he has been in politics for nearly 30 years, running back from 1992, 1997 up to now. He has been in politics, and he has rose into ranks to be to get the topmost seat as the president of Kenya. So he's definitely going to seek a second term, and he remains a central figure in 2027 elections. And his performance over the past 2-3 years, or up to 2027, when we'll be going to election, the 5 years that he has been there will be put to question. His metrics of judging him will be different from the rest, because he has been in power and he has had the authority and the time to do whatever he was supposed to do. So to be clear, I don't know about his chances of being re-elected. I don't know yet, though there has been a growing concern about his leadership, about runaway corruption, about abductions, about there are so many evils that have happened in his government through his rule. However, because he is an incumbent, the incumbency gives him the control of state resources. Yeah, he can develop a very good machine that would guarantee him a re-election. And he has been making coalitions here and there, approaching leaders from all corners to bring them to make sure he gets a second term, because politics is a game of numbers, and he has been leaning mostly on the tribal side of things, getting somebody from certain region, so that he comes together and form a solid block that will guarantee him a second term. On paper, he's still the front runner. If he can do things the way he wants, he's the front runner for now. He's the front runner until people have been registered and polls are taken. He's the front runner. A crowded opposition, because there are so many other candidates, around 10 up to now. When there are so many of them like that, it gives him an advantage. It comes to something called vote splitting, and which could be very decisive in 2027. And also, but through all this, there has been public anger towards his role, his reign as the president, and there has been calls for one term, to make sure that he does not get a second term, to make sure he's the first president who gets who gets a single term and doesn't get another term. If you go to the second candidates is of course from Mlima is Rigathi Gachagua.
Rigathi Gachagua atapigania kiti cha urais na atashinda na kura mingi sana.
So utaomba kiti cha urais?
Si ndio. Kwani naomba na kina nani? Si wanaume naomba.
Is the former deputy president who has publicly declared his interest to contest in 2027. He has said it, and he said he's ready to be the president. Of course, he comes in with a very strong base from Mount Kenya. If he can manage to mobilize them in a tribal kind of formation, and using the previous statistics and the tribal voting that we've been doing over the past elections, then he comes from a very populist region, a region that really knows how to vote. So if he goes to that kind of style, then he has a chance, because he takes a huge chunk of Mount Kenya votes, and that Mount Kenya votes is taken from Ruto, who was who took most of the votes from Mount Kenya. It matters because the candidature of Rigathi matters because he has that grassroots support and the energy to push Central Kenya. He's definitely tribal, and he likes his people, and he's pushing for that tribal narrative, especially from the mountain region. And when they broke up with the president after the elections, and he was impeached, he got away he went away with a huge chunk of Mount Kenya votes. So yes, he's if you ask me, up to now, he's based on how we vote, he has a chance because of the huge backing from Mountain and the way he's trying to consolidate the opposition to unite and form a coalition. And he might come in, or he might be the kingmaker. Yeah, they are, as you can see, the shaky situation they are in now. But if you ask me, the most influential opposition leader to oppose Ruto, based on how we do our politics, Gachagua would be. Yeah. So that is the candidate number 2. Our third candidate, and the candidate who has declared his candidature, his interest to vie in 2022. Okay, first of all, Rigathi would be using the DCP party. Of course, that's where he comes from. DCP, Democratic Coalition Party, I think. Yes. Then the third one is Matiang'i.
Waziri wa zamani Fred Matiang'i kuwa mgombea wa urais kwa uchaguzi wa mwaka 2027 kwa tikiti ya chama hicho. Akitangaza uamuzi huo baada ya mkutano wa viongozi wakuu wa chama hicho hapa Nairobi, Katibu Mkuu Jeremiah Kioni ametangaza kuwa Matiang'i pia ameteuliwa kuwa naibu kinara wa Jubilee.
We have also resolved that Dr. Matiang'i
Matiang'i, I think we know him from, he's the former Interior CS, and he was a really key figure in Uhuru's government. He is one of the well-known cabinet secretaries who, depending on who you ask, he performed very well. Yeah, if you ask the president, the former president Uhuru, he'll tell you that Matiang'i was his best child. Yeah, his favorite child, because he could actually execute what the president wanted, and we have seen his bromance come in even after the president has retired, because during the Jubilee NDC we saw the president in addressing the Jubilee delegates. At the same time, Matiang'i was in his presence. So his candidature is quite appealing, because he has been seen as a disciplined manager and appeals to voters who want order and competence. His joining Jubilee Party revives the party's national ambitions, because Jubilee was actually dying. So when he comes in, he gives Jubilee that national image that is important to the party and important also to him. He has a chance, because as I've been walking through, I've heard Matiang'i's name in women's mouth. If you want to know Kenyan politics, most of the time look at the women. Where are women leaning based on the previous elections? Because they are the biggest voting bloc, women. So I've had the people have been requesting to have somebody like him, though the young people have been opposing his candidature based on the fact that he behaved badly during his time as an interior CS, being a bully, overseeing police brutality and stuff. So there are so many things that we'll be talking about each candidate in each candidate in a video in videos to come. And then the fourth candidate that has declared also is Martha Karua.
Today before you, as I declare my candidacy for the presidency of the Republic of Kenya in the next elections, under the banner of the People's Liberation Party and within a united opposition. We make this declaration not out of mere ambition for office, but out of devotion to service. Our beloved Kenya has endured betrayal of trust, of our institutions, and betrayal of the people's.
Martha Karua is coming in with his party PLP, the People's Liberation Party. And we all know Martha Karua is here. He has also been in politics for quite some time. In the former justice minister, and she has also been it's not the first time she's running for presidency. She has ran for presidency in I think 2013. 2017 he did not run for presidency. In 2022 he was deputizing Raila Odinga. Yeah, it was the same ticket. So he has pledged to only serve for one term. When he was interviewed, he said he'll be coming in for up to only 2032, and she's the leader of PLP, which PLP changed its name from NAK Kenya, I believe. Was it NAK or NAK Kenya? So it's a revamped party with purple colors. She matters because she's one of the few women who have been brave enough to take on the national the top post, together with Charity Ngilu. There are very few women who have managed to come and try to topple these men who have been in politics, and they have dared enough to go for the top post. So she's a woman, and she has made her name as a no-nonsense person. So it will be nice to see. Of course, she comes from Central, but she has not been leaning towards the tribal card, though she has been working closely with Rigathi, which means we don't know if she's leaning tribal. We don't know if she's just about issues. But with time, her face will reveal. But the good thing, she's very respectable among the Kenyans. So it's a matter of whether Kenyans are ready for a woman or a lady to lead them as the president. So we would see how the united opposition will find a candidate if they find him fit enough to come and take the lead. At number 5, our fifth candidate who has declared their presidential ambition is David Kinani Maraga.
Fellow Kenyans, a number of people have been asking me why I'm running for presidency in 2027. I'm not seeking power for myself. You know where our country is. It is literally going up in smoke unless something drastic is done. I want to restore Kenya back to order under the Constitution. I want to guarantee justice, dignity, and opportunity for all. I want to do that by implementing the Constitution fully. Kwa sababu, mimi ni mkatiba, na katiba ndio tiba. Thank you.
Of course, Maraga is he recently has joined the United Green Movement Party. Yes, he has the United Green Movement Party. So he has declared that he's going to run for presidency on the UGM party. And Maraga is a former Chief Justice of Kenya, and he has been known for his independence, especially during the 2017 elections, where he led a bench of 5 judges in nullifying presidential election, which was something that had never happened in Africa, let alone Kenya. So that's what people have been banking on and liking him for, associating him with. He loves the Constitution and he loves the judicial independence. His candidature really matters to Kenya because for the longest time we've never had somebody who campaigns based on the Constitution. Most of them are just campaigning based on their personal interest and what we call tribal interest, where he brings they bring a tribe and coerce them so that they can get away their personal interest there. But now Maraga brings a very different kind of politics. He has never been in politics, so he's new to it. So he's coming in as an outsider from the brute of Kenyan politics. But his judicial reputation gives him very good credibility among the voters who are concerned about the law and good governance. And he has been more appealing to the young people, mostly for the young people who went to the streets last year, the young people, the Gen Zs, and then the millennials. He has been the candidate they have been pushing to have. So it's good to see how Kenyans are going to react to him when it comes to votes. Are they really going to vote for Maraga or not? So it's something for us to see. And then at number 6 we have Boniface Mwangi.
I'm going to be running for the President of the Republic of Kenya.
That song is under arrest.
Thank you. Thank you. Wakenya kiboko yao. Wakenya kiboko yao. Asanteni. Sisi ndio dawa yao. And they know.
Of course, Boniface Mwangi is a very well-known activist. He has been really fighting for the country for quite some time. So I think he has taken a chance to go for the top seat, which is good. And he'll be learning, I think, from using his party, the Ukweli Party. And he declared his intent to run for the presidential seat in August 2025. Yeah, so he has been pitching his candidature based on two things: anti-corruption and reforms. He wants to make sure he fights corruption throughout and bring reforms to the country. He matters because he has been really at the forefront in fighting for the good of the country. He has been organizing protests and making sure he's at the forefront to be the voice of the voiceless, highlighting that the issues that the young people are going through as they go by in this country. So it will be a test to see whether street activism can be converted into electoral power, to see if his activities on the streets are being appreciated by Kenyans. So the good thing is he's young, and he has shown his interest to fight corruption and police violence. So he's an appealing candidate to the modern voter, not the traditional voters who vote on tribal lines, but the people who want to change the country for the better. Then he appeals to them. Yeah. So at number 7 we have Eugene Wamalwa. He's the leader of DAPK, but I think he's the leader of DAPK. So he's coming in. Eugene Wamalwa has been being pushed to vie for presidency based on the fact that the Western Bloc that is also vote rich but doesn't vote tribally. So trying to consolidate that DAPK vote, mostly from the Luhya nation, trying to put it together to bring out a very good candidature for Eugene Wamalwa. He has been in politics for quite some time, and he has positioned himself as a pragmatic leader with integrity and focused on changing the country. Whether he appeals to the nation is a question of wait and see. I couldn't put my faith in him based on how Kenyan votes and perceive Wamalwa. So it's a realistic dark horse. If it gets the power and the backing from other candidates, then we might see Eugene Wamalwa coming in very strong. But he'll need a lot of backing for him to declare. Now at number 8, we have Kalonzo Musyoka.
Person, are you going for the presidency or not?
Of course I am. I mean, honestly, this matter, Sam. What do you think?
No, it's not what do you think? I mean,
it's obvious.
Your colleagues.
It is now, in my view.
Yeah.
By the way, in my view, it is now or never. It's as simple as that. If I don't go for it now, I'll never go for it. But if I go for it now, and my colleagues give me the flagship, believe you me, I will not disappoint. Because we know this country.
The leader of Wiper Party. So, and he has been the most sought out person over the past few months. Like most, even Ruto has been trying to woo him on his side. We've seen even the opposition trying to make sure he maintains his presence in the united opposition. So he's somebody to also look at, and he's also for those who if you put together those who call the traditional voting bloc, the traditional presidential candidates, he emerges among one of the best. Yeah, he's less He's less of the old. He's less corrupt, less, but does not mean he's not. He's less, just a little bit. He respects the constitution a little bit. He want just bits. You can easily categorize them in the same category as Ruto, as Gachagua. They are in the same route. That's why you can see them trying to compete for him. But he has some unique features that these other ones don't have. That Ruto and Gachagua and most of these traditional, I'm saying traditional, meaning of presidential candidates of the past, he has something different that they don't have for themselves. But he's among them. But so he stands a very good chance of being the president if the traditional voters want to find somebody better among the cocoons or the pool they have been looking for. In that pool, the pool of Ruto, Raila, Gachagua, yes, Kalonzo stands in as a better option among them. But the option that are coming up right now, including Maraga and other Maraga and Okiya, who have not discussed yet, he now becomes, if you come to if you come to the new people who are coming in, he comes in last. But if you compare them with Ruto and Gachagua, he's much better compared to them. So he matters because he controls the Ukambani vote, and Ruto is actually looking for him based on that fact that he has the Ukambani in his hand. So if he supports Ruto, we don't know, or whoever he supports, he come with the Ukambani vote. So we will see his candidature and how it will go. On the second time, on the other presidential candidate that has declared his interest is Okiya Omtatah, who I believe he's among the best.
I can never turn back. It's already too late. It won't make sense. Where am I going to? It's already too late. I've already come too far. It's already too late. We won the war. We will spend the billions. We'll spend the billions. We will spend for Jesus. We'll spend for Jesus. We will shift the culture. We will heal the sick. We will raise the dead. We will raise the dead. Transform the nation. Till we hear well done. We will fund the war.
There's a list, of course, as among the best. So his party, I have not yet found the party he wants to run on, but he has declared, he has put a team to go ahead and analyze and get views on his presidential ambition. So Okiya Omtatah is the senator for Busia, and he has been very vocal. He has, if you ask me, the best candidate we can have for 2027 is Okiya Omtatah. The sacrifices he has put for the country. He's a very selfless person and soft-spoken, good. He's just lovable. He does good things. He has been exposing the government for so many things. He has also been fighting for people. If there's a pro-constitution person, he's the best person to be. And he has said this number and so many times that he's not corrupt, and no, even through his actions, he's one of the cleanest presidential candidate we have. So how Kenyans will perceive him, how Kenyans will receive him, is a matter of wait and see. But if you ask me, this one, Okiya Omtatah, is one of the very few good people, good presidents. And number 10, last one, is from the party I belong, the party I want to belong to, Safina Party. I've not yet joined it 100%. I'm still making my consultation, yes. but it's the presidential candidate for Safina being Jimmy Wanjigi.
Even we said from today, hatutalipa hiyo pesa. Okay? That is a saving of 1.9 trillion kwa budget yetu.
What happens if
as is current? That's the point. As is currently constituted. And I showed you that we make enough. We don't even need much debt.
Facts.
We don't even need to borrow that money. We can say, let's cut it off development to reduce our development, and we are borrowing from nobody. We need nobody, by the way.
Facts. I believe that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, if we remove that 1.9, do you know how life will change here?
In a snap.
As president, I would remove completely VAT. Yes. I'll completely remove VAT. Completely.
From all products, all services?
Yeah. I'll remove VAT. Straight.
So cost of living goes down immediately?
But you don't need it.
Jimmy Wanjigi has declared his ambitions to be the president of Kenya, and that is one of the presidential candidates that have attended the NDC, which was, I think, last month. And in that NDC, that one I can because I was there. I saw how young people attended the Safina Party NDC, the enthusiasm they had. So he is also a candidate who is coming in. He has been very vocal about public debt, public borrowing, and also a very strong critique of President Ruto and his bad regime. So he has been exposing all this throughout, and he has been trying to see if he can get a stab at the presidency. His chances, yes, he took the mantle for Safina on that day, and his promise was to bring the economy back to where it's supposed to be. So he has the chances because Safina his stronghold is the Safina Party, because Safina has been there for quite some time, and I think in this election Safina is going to be one of the oldest parties, because at the NDC we were celebrating 30 years of Safina existence into Kenyan politics. So if Wanjigi attaches himself with the agenda of the party, then this is a very good agenda. And however, he will need a lot of backing. He will need a lot of backing he needs to form a very good coalition to make sure he presents himself as a strong candidate and wins that election. So up to now, we have nearly 10 candidates who have declared their interest to come in. I think in the next video we'll be looking at each candidate individually, or grouping them. I think four each, until we discuss them deeper and their manifestos. So we'll be keeping an eye on what they churn out, what they want, and I'll be updating you on their manifestos, their plans as they unfold. So those are the lists, and I don't know if who do you feel you'll vote for over this candidate that I've discussed. Who do you choose? Who do you think? Because at the end of the day, we'll only have one candidate who will be the president. So I'd love to know who you think is your candidate, and what chances do they stand coming to 2027. So we'll be discussing more about the presidential campaigns, the presidential candidates, and their manifestos in videos to come. Okay. I think we will keep an eye on that as we go. So thank you for watching up to the end.